Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hoping you have a fantastic day. Another look here at SEI. This is a request from one of our community members, but also more importantly, just a coin I've had my eye on for a little while. We have a really nice pattern here forming. I want to kind of discuss that and kind of go from there too, as well as liquidation levels and just kind of see roughly what we're looking at here. This coin is definitely exuding some really strong behaviors, and we got to recognize that there's a decent chance we're going to see another breakout here after sweeping this $2 billion in liquidation. Okay, now keep in mind there's probably some late shorts trying to short this coin, which is very common. But again, this is a bullish market, folks. Shorting is really not the best call. I recognize Bitcoin could pull back, but it probably shouldn't and won't. Again, it's maintaining 63,000 like a champ. The likelihood of a bullish ascending breakout makes a lot more sense because it's got a rectangular type of shape here. Okay, so again, bullish rectangles break out to the upside like 80% of the time. Okay, again, there's other confirming factors as to why that's more likely, but just know that's something that's happening on the back end there. As far as the other back end, let's take a look at liquidation and see. There's a lot of liquidation above the price action between 40 cents and 46 cents. I mean, we can see each one of these candles or these bar graphs, these bar lines, they're about 100 million as a rough estimate each. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would say there's probably roughly about $1 billion in liquidation, upwards of 48 cents between here and there. Keep in mind, there's also a loss. If you look out on if you zoom out on the right-hand side, this is the 1 month. There's tons of liquidation down there as well, probably about 1 to 2 billion down as low as 25 cents. But which one are we closer to? All right, we're much closer to the upside, and these late shorts are probably going to get destroyed. That's just my guess here. Again, different scenarios for every situation. I'll post our playout chart on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. I'll clean this up, of course, because you got to recognize this is just kind of an initial drawing, but it is looking quite like a bull pennant pattern here. So let's see if there's other confirming factors that are present, giving us indication it may be worth taking a long or a short here. I'll update our fib levels too to make sure we're on the right track there. This most recent increase. Once more, I'll post our playout chart on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord to reflect that. For right now, at this point here, the best way to presume, we don't want to presume. The best way to analyze this is to kind of look at some other indicators too, right? Because pennant patterns, whatever the case is, never trade solely on patterns, never trade solely on Elliott wave, for example. I like to throw that out there because there's some folks that watch my channel that also watch others, and those other channels are very unilateral. They only look at one thing. While fib levels are extremely important, they're not the only way to trade, okay? So having said all that, let's quickly look at some important stuff here. We can see stochastic RSI swinging down. Money flow index is coming down below the RSI. And generally speaking, that's a favorable sign. Not that the the money flow is dropping, but the simple fact of the matter is that the RSI isn't overextended. Okay, that's good. But truth be told, I would like to see the money flow index a little bit higher there. However, it's still very high because you want to take into consideration last 14 candles, and that goes back a ways and generally telling us that we've got a lot of volume flowing into this coin. However, volume is starting to dissipate, okay? So just keep that in mind. That isn't necessarily an amazing thing, but it's not detrimental either because the overall sentiment is still very bullish here. It just implies that the price is moving very strong, holding very well, and there's not quite as much selling pressure as you'd expect, which to me is a very positive sign. We can see money flow index is higher here on the 4 hour. This is a good transitionary time frame. RSI is not overextended, basically implying this is a good value and that there's more money flowing in. So people are seeing this as a coin they want to buy and that there's just a lot of money to back it up. So with high volume comes high sustainability. We can see here stochastics also swinging to the upside as well. Second stochastic swing. MACD is converging, soon to converge rather. And we can also see the TSI trend strength is back up over 0. These are generally very favorable signs. We can also see we're maintaining the 20-day SMA, but more important, we're above the 50, 100, and 200 on the 4 hour. This is a very good sign too. So the truth is we got a lot of important reasons why the price action is more likely to go up than down. If we take a look at the SMA here as well, in the hourly, we're above all 4. We recognize too as well, if we look at the Ichimoku cloud, that we're kind of within the cloud. And generally speaking, when we're range bound, it's not necessarily the most favorable conditions to be able to see breakouts. The thing I look for here is lag and span being free and clear of the price action, which it is now. It's extremely important to have that. All the more reason why we're probably more likely to see the price go higher up. Okay, so again, the statistical probability of the price increasing from here is pretty high. And again, overall sentiment is looking pretty good. We got a decent flag pattern here, pennant pattern. While pennants are not like the most extremely like the strongest breakouts, you could say, they still carry a lot of weight. Okay, so again, it's important to recognize that this is looking pretty solid here in the overall sense. We break through this descending trend line, I think there's a great chance we're going to see further upside. Because again, the reason why waiting for the descending trend line to break is because that would establish higher highs and higher lows, or at the very least retest this local high. And that's what we want to break. We want to get above that 37.8, basically 38 cent range. Okay. Again, for the most part, this coin's looking super strong. Once more, I'll update our playout chart here on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord to get us a little bit more relevant fib levels here. And if you want to join us over on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord, that'd be great. Love to have you. It looks a little something like this here. And what is it? Oh yeah, our Discord. Congrats to our community members. Awesome profits here from ICP, 53%, 44% from Cardano, and Near Protocol, 48%. Those are all longs. We're not shorting the market, folks. We're taking longs, and you got to recognize it is not a market right now where you want to try to short. A lot of coins are very strong, and there's no reason to do that, okay? So, all right, I hope that you walk away with, at the very least, that one bit of knowledge. All right, take care of yourself. Look forward to seeing the next one. Have a good rest of your day.